Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed, another brand new day where I was up, of course, way too early, 4 o'clock in the morning, gut hurting, legs aching, flopping side to side. Finally got up at around 5 o'clock. Yay. But past that, starting off the day with the Shelton, Washington Weather, Plague, Rat, and Spider Report. Now, of course, for everybody in the world, might as well just give a quick one. Who knows, I might have some, visual aids up here. But in the entirety of the United States, with Florida down here, Washington is up here. In Washington state itself, as I've said, it's a chunk, but it's divided into thirds, and 1/3 of it is a peninsula. And the peninsula is almost completely cut off. But right down at the bottom of that big sound, the Puget Sound, like a huge bay, I guess, is the Shelton. And that's where I am. Yay! And right now, it's at least dark. There's no light coming through the leaves, of the trees outside. So it's likely really gray. Not that cold, and that's good. Plague Rat Report, of course. Walking downtown and outside, I don't expect to see people wearing masks because there's not a lot of people. Generally, when I go walking, even when I go walking downtown, I don't pass many people on the streets. I might pass, walking through the entirety of downtown, like 3 people through the 12, 13 blocks of walking downtown. So wearing a mask, not a huge thing for outside. Not worried about that. It's the insides. Like when I go into Safeway and such. Gotta pull that shoulder back. It's my bloody scoliosis. It keeps shoving forward because that's the way my skeleton is. But I keep trying to pull it back even though that's not the way my skeleton is. But yeah, so people just not wearing masks when they should, and I'm just hoping I'm gonna be okay. I gotta say, I wear my mask, I practice appropriate social distancing, I try to stay home, except when I have to go out, except when I go for walkies. I have to exercise. And on that, really quick on the whole still Plague Rat Report, well, nah, I'll finish up with that in a moment. So that's the Plague Rat Report. And the Spider Report, there was a big old spider, one of the gangly-legged ones that had come down that wall. And it was like, oh, you're too close, you're violating the unwritten contract. So I got a box, and I scooped up the spider. And so it was trapped inside the box, and it was running from side to side and just panicked. And I'm like, I don't want to kill it. I don't want it where I am, but I don't want to kill it. So I just took it to the other side of the room, and then I let it out of the box over there. So thumbs up on that. Past that, there's still gangly spiders up there, a little gangly spider down there. The 2 garden spiders, the one in the window, still doing well. The one over in the corner, still doing well. Thumbs up on that. Occasionally, when the moths are flitting around and coming toward my face or some such, I think, I should catch them and then throw them into the spider's web. As much as I want the spiders to stay, on the other hand as well, I hold no real ill will toward moths and such like that. They go flitting and flying around, except, when they come at my face, I'm not trying to kill them. I'm just like, no, stop being annoying. And I brush them away. If they go into the web and get eaten, that's one thing. But who am I to choose that they are going to die? So, I don't like doing that. As a real quick aside, now that the whole spider report is done as well, I was watching a video about this thing called a triggerfish. And it has a large part of its brain, and there's a certain part of a brain, and this fish is incredibly smart. No other fish of its species have they seen do this, but this fish is incredibly smart. They watched them, they figured out how, just on their own. There's crabs up here on a beach, and they like to eat crabs, but they're fish. They're in the water, and the crabs are up here. they figured out, a few of them, how to flop up, grab the crab, and then flop their way back into the water. They discovered that they know how and can figure out how to get sea urchins out from inside of things. They're like octopus, incredibly smart. So thumbs up on that. Past that, let's see if I can remember any of what I was going to talk about. Yes, indeed, the walk. Last night when I went walkies, because I went walkies, of course, and excuse me. I washed down like vitamin tablets and caffeine tablets and all this with caffeinated beverage, and that on top of the yogurt that I had this morning. Oh, my tummy's upset. Thumbs up for that. The walk to Walmart. Let's see if I can remember what I was talking about there. Ah, yes. It was a nice night. Chill, but not cold. Humid, but not raining. So I took my umbrella with me, my little travel brolly, put it in my pocket, and walked to Walmart. Again, I don't walk into Walmart, but my sister had given me a Walmart gift card, and so I started walking back up to Walmart again. Now I just walk up to Walmart. There's the walk signal. Whew, I am out of breath. The walk signal that you hit, I just walk up to that, walk around it, and then turn and walk back home. 5 miles into the 6-mile walk, and it's fine. It's great. It's a good night. I go into Safeway. I grab some sodas. I grab a couple of yogurts. I head outside. I start walking home. And within a block, I'm having to carry both sodas on one side and hold up my umbrella. Because, of course, that's when it started to rain. My back injuries and nerve damage and such is I have to stay balanced when I walk and carry things. I can't really carry a lot. My carry limit is not very high because that's distress on my nerves, and then everything starts to hurt and I can't do it. I'm on like a 15-20 pound limit. I can carry more if I stay balanced. But even a little imbalance, like 2 bottles of soda on one side and no bottles of soda, just an umbrella on the other, ow, ow, ow. So when I got home, well, my back is still killing me, so yay. Still though, it was a nice walk, it was nice weather, and it rained, but life is life. Life is life. Past that though, not really a whole lot happening. I mean, yesterday I did my editing and rendering. I had some falling asleep issues around noonish. You know, the day was longer seeming than it should have because once again I rushed my editing at the beginning of the day, so the video was ready to go at like 11 o'clock, and that left 4 hours in the day just waiting for 3 o'clock so I could make that thing go public and let people know that it did. So thumbs up on that. Yay. It doesn't seem to matter what time I go to bed either, he said, jumping to a completely different subject. Because I've mentioned before that I wake up right around 4 o'clock, whether it's gut pain or back pain or whatever. Sometimes I can push it to 5:30 before I get up out of bed. But these days, for like the past couple months, it's been anywhere from 4:30, 5 o'clock I've been having to get up. So that's no fun. And I wish I could sleep better. But it always seems, it doesn't matter if I go to bed at 8 o'clock, or if I go to bed at 10 o'clock, or if I go to bed at midnight. 4 o'clock, ow, 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 and I'm up and awake. So, that's joyous. And of course, while my legs have not been cramping while going out walking, because at least once a day after I eat, I take 2 magnesium tablets, 2 potassium tablets, 2 iron tablets, and a multivitamin. Now my legs aren't cramping up as much. I still have to dress myself while lying on top of my bed. I scoop myself backwards with my legs until I'm leaning up with my back against the wall. and then I use my hands to bring my legs up so I can put my socks on, my underwear, and my pants, and then swing my legs off the bed fast so they don't dangle. Because even with that, even this morning, quickly getting my feet over the edge and into my shoes so that my feet weren't dangling, my calves were still tightening up and getting really hard, so I had to put pressure on before they went okay and relax. So something's still going on, but not as bad, thank goodness. But then I am getting better at dressing myself while, not using the bottom half of my body. Which sucks, because when you're lying in bed and you're waking up, one of the things that you like to do, or at least I do, and I see it in movies and I see other people do it, is stretch. Stretching feels good. I stretch when I'm in my chair. It's like stretching feels good. And when I'm lying in bed, I can't stretch the bottom half of my body. Any muscle pressure when I'm stretching, if I use my calves or my thighs, instant total cramp. So it's not gone, it's just not as bad. Joy on that. As a quick aside, since I'm jumping from subject to subject this morning, I did buy some, it's Safeway, but branding off. I have some apricots here, so I'm going to be eating those. Good source of potassium. Plus, I like apricots and dried fruits are actually, if you can chew them, good for you. Slightly better than non-dried fruits. So, thumbs up on that. Past that, still just existing. Now, I have gotten a couple of new games off like Keymailer, because Keymailer is a place where companies, groups, individuals, they'll put their computer game so that you can, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a Twitch channel, if whatever, you can request a key to get the game to play it for your channel. I've got a top-down isometric zombie type game that I've been playing now. It is early access, got a key for it. It is called Dismantle with a Y. Ooh, that's a good game. It's simplistic and simple, but minorly deep mechanics. It's not one of those, looks like a mud puddle but as deep as an ocean, but nor is it wide as an ocean but only an inch deep. It's kind of in the middle. The mechanics, as stated, are simplistic. You don't really have to worry about eating or drinking for eating and drinking purposes. If you get injured, you can eat and you heal. Past that, you don't need to eat. The combat itself is simplistic as the zombie things run at you. And it looks like Last of Us because they're cordyceps type humans. They're fungal growths all over them. But when they run at you, you just power up you have a crowbar. You power up your swing as you walk backwards, and then you stop moving as you let go for the attack, and it goes whap! And then that staggers the zombie that's been rushing at you. So you just keep walking backward, power up again. It rushes toward you, whap! The odds of getting even slightly hurt are pretty low against normal characters, normal bad guys. They do have other types, of course, because, of course, I've come across a type that's a spitter, throws these wads of poison. So yay on that. And there's another that kind of looks like a prisoner or janitor or something. They're wearing an orange uniform, but they have long steel-like blades instead of arms, and they attack that way. So it's a good game. I hope to run that soon for the channel. Definitely a thumbs up. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to go through the comments later. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can, and my executive dysfunction will let me do. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember, to turn my recording on. I have done an entire 20-minute vlog without turning on the recording before. So thumbs up. We have a name in Russian that I do not know how to pronounce, but thank you very much. There is Mono Folk, greatly appreciated. Carmen Lee, thumbs up and thank you. Tom, thumbs up. We have Slick Ninja 70 with an underscore. Thank you very much. Then there is Mini_Gerard. Thank you very, very much. Sean Villar, good to see you. Tommy Nelson, thumbs up and thank you. Adrian Bryan, I am so sorry. Oy vey, we're never going to get rid of this thing. And we have Wickeds with a Z, thumbs up and thank you. Channel Harper, thumbs up. Lavender, greatly appreciate. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you in the comments. And oh man, Call Me Kevin is awesome. And there is Stephen Leone, good to see you in the comments, thumbs up. Russian Timing, thank you very, very much. It is always good to see you in the comments. No Rux, greatly appreciated. Me Hack S, thumbs up and thank you. If I mispronounced that, and I bet I have, again, no disrespect. And it's good to see you in the comments. I'm very sorry that you are having the issues that you have. We have CM, greatly appreciated. Lucifer, thumbs up and thank you. There is Deals Worldo, thumbs up. Mr. Zip Mark 12, thumbs up and thank you. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Sleppy, thumbs up. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. Last but not least, hey, Snuffkin's Gay Ass, good to see you in the comments. Definitely a thumbs up. I saw before in one comment you said you're having troubles with school. I hope that's getting better. Definitely a good thing if it does. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you'd like to help me out monetarily but don't want to become a Patreon patron, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food and hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Now, do not feel entitled. Of course you wouldn't. Do not feel obligated. I will not feel entitled. And do not, if you do not, oh my tongue, rental tongue syndrome. If you, now I'm choking on saliva. If you do not donate, or you cannot donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course if you could hit the notification bell and the subscription button, that would be awesome. Does it work? What does it do? Again, I have no ideas. I don't use it myself for any videos, so do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, though, yeah, I've got this video here. I've got another video I need to record and then edit and render and upload, so I'm going to be pretty busy. Definitely a thumbs up on that. I'd rather be busy. That keeps the darkness from creeping in through the cracks. Definitely a good thing. So, do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. It suffers from a surplus of scorn. It is ready, not eager, ready to cast that scorn upon any and all whom it finds disappointing. Please do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. It suffers from a surplus of scorn. And of course, Black Lives Matter shouldn't even be a point of contention. They matter. And of course, justice for everybody, the jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms keep brutalizing and murdering in their homes and on American streets. Wear a mask, wash your hands, please try not to touch your face, practice your social distancing, stay home unless you have to go out, but practice your self-care, very important. Important. It's the only way we're going to get through this without everybody getting sick. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Again, practice your self-care as stated. Try to stay as creative as you can. It's hard right now. But still, do the best you can, and I will see you on the morrow.